I would highly recommend anyone who's interested in the social work major to come at least check out the program, if not pursue it for your entire degree of undergraduate, because it is accredited by the CSWE, which is a really big factor in the professional world, because we are monitored by that program with everything we do, and we have to uphold to certain standards, which makes your learning experience much more valuable. And also, there's such hands-on activities that when you go into the professional world, you'll really see how much they play out in an actual job. I actually had that experience this past summer and was able to see how the things I was learning really were used in the professional field. I worked for the Commission on Economic Opportunity in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It's a nonprofit agency. They do a variety of things, but the section where I worked, I was an intake case manager for housing. So people would come in and they'd need assistance with first month's rent and security, back rent, or even maybe they were literally homeless and they needed a referral to a shelter. It was really helpful having had experience in some of my practice courses where I had a fictitious client and was able to go through that paperwork. I already knew what I was doing before I even really got into it, so that was really nice. Dr. Benbow is probably one of the most influential people I've met since the 10th grade. I came to Shippensburg University Open House summer after 10th grade because I went to college fair and was very interested in what campus had to offer. And then I went to one of the little workshops through social work, and Dr. Benbow was the person leading that, and I got to talk with him a lot, and he's extremely involved, and he doesn't forget anything that you tell him. And so through that is mostly the reason I actually came to pursue the social work program. And I was lucky enough to, after a few years, come and apply. I was lucky enough to get him as my advisor too. So that made me extremely happy, and he has pushed me, more than anybody else, more than even sometimes my own family has, and really pressured me to do my best and get involved as much as I can. And he believes in me when sometimes I don't even know that I believe in myself. So it's really awesome to have somebody like that so close that I could, snap of a finger, he's there, no matter what. I could talk forever about the social work department. I really can. It's even when life gets hard, and everybody's life gets hard at some point, they get you through it. There's always at least one person there to, give you advice. And if you talk to 3 different professors and you get 3 different pieces of advice, you might be able to solve that problem with no effort at all, because they all have something different to bring to the table. They've all had different work experience, some on a macro level, meaning like a community level, and some working with families, and some people strictly with just the individual. So they all have different pieces of advice. And even over the summer, when I was in my my work experience that I was doing, I could email them, I'm really having this hard time with this client and I don't know what to do, and I would just spell the situation out for them, and they'd say, well, why don't you try this? And I did, and it worked. So it's just something that they're always there, and it's so nice. I couldn't imagine going to another school, like transferring out if I had to go to somewhere else that I had applied to, and I definitely would not be getting the same experience. I mean, I talked to some of my friends that go to other schools in social work, and their experience is nowhere near mine. So I'm truly lucky that I picked Shippensburg for social work.